Hey guys, history behind the warrior, and today I'm going to talk to you about Katana. I also want to state that in my previous video I said that when history behind the warrior finishes is when I finish, and you guys thought that only meant Mortal Kombat. No, that's kind of wrong. It goes over every other fighting game you can possibly think of, so I just want to let you guys know that now, and we are a very long time from actually finishing. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now let's get started. Pre-Mortal Kombat. Katana is the daughter of King Jared and Sindel, the rulers of Edenia. Also a little note for you guys, Edenia is basically like the Garden of Eden. All the people that come there are fairly peaceful with what they do, and they have ridiculous lifespans. Like Katana herself is actually 10,000 years old. Jesus. Unfortunately for Edenia, many years ago, King Jared's best warriors lost 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments to Outworld ruler Shao Kahn. This would then leave Shao Kahn to destroy Edenia, kill King Jared, force Queen Sindel into a marriage and adopt her very young daughter Kitana. Now Katana was very young at the time, so she didn't really understand what was happening, and her mother Sindel killed herself. This would eventually lead her to believe that Shao Kahn was her actual father, and as such lead her to believe that she was the princess of Outworld. Mortal Kombat 2. Katana's first appearance was in the second Mortal Kombat tournament. She was introduced as Shao Kahn's daughter and personal assassin. Katana grew up having two friends, one being Jade and one being her evil twin sister known as Mileena. At some point during the game, Katana learns about her past and what happened to Edenia. However, despite knowing this, she still plays up to Shao Kahn, allowing him to think that she's still allied with him. Her opportunity to escape arose at the second Mortal Kombat tournament, during which she began contacting one of Earthrealm's heroes, most likely Liu Kang. However, Katana's efforts were soon discovered by her clone Mileena. Mileena then attacked her sister, with Katana being forced to defend herself. During this confrontation, she defeated and killed Mileena, revealing that she was no longer loyal to Shao Kahn. Mortal Kombat 3. After the Earthrealm warriors escaped from Outworld, Katana was imprisoned and sentenced to death for killing Mileena. However, after Sindel's resurrection and Shao Kahn's subsequent invasion of Earthrealm, she managed to escape and rejoin her friends on Earth. Her main purpose was to save the resurrected Sindel and remove the evil tainting her soul. During Mortal Kombat 3, Katana also had to contend with her friend Jade, who was sent by Shao Kahn to capture her. However, Katana was able to convince her friend Jade that Shao Kahn was in the wrong, and Jade then helped Katana defeat Reptile, another assassin sent by Shao Kahn to kill Katana. Eventually, during the end of the Mortal Kombat 3 game, Katana managed to reach through to her mother and freed her from Shao Kahn's grasp. Shao Kahn was then defeated by Liu Kang. In the wake of these events, Katana and Sindel freed Edenia as well. Before leaving Earthrealm, Katana thanked Liu Kang for all the work he had done. Mortal Kombat 4. Whilst Earthrealm was recovering from its recent attack from Outworld, Shinnok was released from his amulet and had his soul set on conquering Edenia. Shinnok and Quan Chi invaded Edenia from the forbidden Netherrealm and imprisoned its legitimate rulers. However, Katana broke loose once more, only to encounter resurrected Mileena now in the service of Shinnok. After a long battle, Katana defeated Mileena and locked her away. She then proceeded to meet Raiden and his comrades. Eventually, Edenia was freed once more. Liu Kang had defeated Shinnok, in which then Katana proposed to Liu Kang. However, he declined, saying his place was as champion of Earth. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. After Shinnok's defeat, Katana learned that Shao Kahn had survived his defeat in Earthrealm and was trying to regain his strength in Outworld. Realizing how vulnerable Edenia was, Katana hastily formed an alliance with the Shokan. After creating a peace treaty for the Shokan and Centaur race, Katana and her forces prepared for battle. The army was led by Prince Goro and Katana herself. In the decisive moments of battle, Goro was mortally wounded by the mysterious Noob Saibot. Later on, Katana learned that Shao Kahn had been slain by unknown assassins. Believing her fight was finally over, Katana began her journey back to Edenia, hoping she could live a life in peace. However, she encountered her old ally Kung Lao, who told her of a new threat called the Deadly Alliance, consisting of Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Kung Lao then informed her that the Deadly Alliance's plan was to revive the undead army of the legendary Dragon King. He then proceeded to tell her that Liu Kang had also been slain by the two. This revelation not only left Katana devastated, but also heartbroken. Despite Katana's grief, she joined with her other Earthrealm allies against the new threat. Unfortunately, the Deadly Alliance was victorious in defeating the heroes, with Katana herself being killed by Quan Chi. Mortal Kombat Deception. Shortly after Katana and her allies were murdered, they were then resurrected by Onaga, the legendary Dragon King himself. Onaga then put a powerful spell on them, turning them into his loyal servants. Now loyal to the Dragon King, Kitana assisted in Onaga's invasion of her own realm, Edenia. Onaga used Kitana to kidnap her own mother, knowing that the queen would not attack her own daughter. However, Sindel was rescued by Jade, and together they fled to Outworld, where they attempted to find a way to defeat Onaga and free Kitana from his evil influence. Unknown to Kitana, Liu Kang's spirit freed itself from beyond death and had found itself a new ally and friend, Ermac. The two of them then embarked on a mission to save their allies. In Ermac's deception ending, it is shown that he and Liu Kang were successful in rescuing the Earthrealm warriors, which would then be followed by a very emotional reunion. Upon returning back to Edenia, she encountered Blaze, who told her of a coming new danger that will threaten all the realms, and that she must gather her forces to face it. Tired from constantly fighting, Kitana felt disheartened, wondering if the fight would ever end. However, Blade assured her that the war would soon be over. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Kitana appears in the final battle of Armageddon, however, as we all do know, everyone dies. Which then sets up perfectly for the reboot, Mortal Kombat 9. Kitana first appears in the first Mortal Kombat tournament alongside Shang Tsung, where she attempts to stop Sonya Blade from prematurely leaving, however she is defeated by her. She later attempts to assassinate Liu Kang before the young monk could reach the tournament finals. Defeated by him, she begged that he take her life for her failure, but Liu Kang refused to do so and hoped that they would meet under different circumstances. And in turn, this would kind of spark the love interest between the two. After Shang Tsung's defeat, Kitana glances at Liu Kang before returning to Outworld. After Shang Tsung creates the second Mortal Kombat tournament taking place in Outworld, Kitana is sent by Shao Kahn to hunt down Lin Kuei warriors who trespassed in their realm. This would lead to a confrontation in the wastelands between herself and Smoke, in which she would then lose to the ninja. Whilst participating in Shao Kahn's tournament, she defeats a Shaolin monk from Earthrealm, who pleads with her to kill him for his failures. Remembering her conversation with Liu Kang, Kitana hesitates despite Shao Kahn's order to kill him. This would lead to Shao Kahn murdering the monk himself. When Sub-Zero appears, Shao Kahn scolds Kitana for failing to stop the Lin Kuei. This results in her being reprimanded by the Emperor, in which she then gets into an argument with Jade. When the argument has finished, Jade simply walks away, not wanting to talk to Kitana. After Jade leaves to collect her thoughts, Kitana is approached by Raiden and his Earthrealm warriors. Alone, she overpowers both Smoke and Johnny Cage, but is stopped from delivering the killer blow by Raiden. Raiden notes that both he and Liu Kang can sense that she is at conflict with herself. He then encourages Kitana to seek out the truth by going to Shang Tsung's flesh pits. As Kitana makes her way through the living forest, Jade reveals herself and pleads to Kitana to turn back by the order of the Emperor. Kitana initially refuses and the two of them fight each other. Kitana is then forced to knock her friend unconscious and proceed onwards. Kitana travels to the flesh pits and finds the newly created body of Mileena. Mileena awakens and greets her sister. Kitana refers to Mileena as a monstrosity and fights her. After defeating Mileena, she proceeds to attack Shang Tsung and defeats him as well, before dragging him to Shao Kahn's feet and inform him of Mileena's creation. To Kitana's shock, Shao Kahn congratulates Shang Tsung, being fully aware of Shang Tsung's experiments. He then reveals to Kitana of her true father's death at his hands. After doing so, he then has her escorted away. Shao Kahn then demands that his true daughter is Mileena. Jade would then ensue in a mission to rescue Kitana. Although Jade is successful in reaching her in Shao Kahn's tower, Kitana urges her to go find Raiden for assistance. Upon hearing of this situation, Kung Lao and Liu Kang attempt to rescue her. However, she has been relocated to the Colosseum to be executed. Liu Kang frees her from her shackles just moments after Shao Kahn murders Kung Lao, and this would result in Liu Kang killing Shao Kahn. After Shao Kahn's death, Kitana and Jade would then join Raiden and his allies. After Quan Chi successfully manages to restore Shao Kahn back to health, he also revived Kitana's mother, Queen Sindel. After Motaro is killed by Raiden, Sindel offers to finish his job and go to Earthrealm and kill all the warriors herself. This would lead to Sindel confronting her daughter and her ally just moments after a battle of the Lin Kuei. Sindel would prominently kill all of Kitana's new friends before brutally beating Kitana within an inch of her life. Kitana attempts to plead with her mother to remember her rule in Edenia before Shao Kahn's invasion. Sindel refuses to listen and promptly drains Kitana's life force. Kitana is quickly saved by Nightwolf, who then sacrifices his own life to kill Sindel. In Kitana's last few moments alive, Kitana agrees with Liu Kang that she wishes that they had met under different circumstances. She then dies holding his hand, which results in Liu Kang rebelling against Raiden. Desperate, Raiden begs Quan Chi for assistance against Shao Kahn. Raiden offers him the souls of the fallen Earthrealm warriors. Quan Chi then laughs, revealing that he already has all the Earthrealm warriors' souls, including Kitana's. As the Thunder God proceeds to fight the Revenant versions of his former allies, she remarks that Raiden has sealed their fate to this place before attacking him. She is, however, prominently defeated alongside Nightwolf and Kung Lao. Mortal Kombat X. Unlike Mortal Kombat 9, Katana takes a much more laid-back approach in this. 25 years later, Katana is still a Revenant serving Quan Chi. She is first seen alongside Sindel, Kung Lao and Liu Kang. The Revenants and Quan Chi then travel to Devora's whereabouts to capture Shinnok's amulet. However, on their journey they are confronted by Jackson's special forces. After being ambushed, a fight ensues between the two sides. She confronts Serena and nearly kills her, however Jax interferes. Jax pleads to her old ally and says that Katana actually seems to be enjoying being a Revenant. She then replies that he is right, as she is no longer a victim. After being defeated by Jax, this is the last we see of her for a while, until Shinnok is released once more from his amulet. She and the other Revenants then pledge their allegiance towards Shinnok. She is then next seen in Cassie Cage's chapter, discussing with Liu Kang what will happen when Shinnok invades the heavens. After Liu Kang, Kung Lao and Smoke depart to find a portal to the heavens, they are ambushed by the team of Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Kun Jin and Takeda. She manages to knock out Kung Jin and impale Takeda and Jackie Briggs. She is, however, defeated by Cassie Cage. She is then later seen with a fellow Revenant attacking Takeda and Jackie, as they are holding off the Revenants to allow Cassie to defeat Shinnok. As Shinnok is defeated, the Revenants return to the Netherrealm. Kitana then becomes the Empress of the Netherrealm alongside Liu Kang being the Emperor. Raiden then appears before them, corrupted by the restoration of the damaged Jinsei, who then threatens them and says that if anyone attacks Earthrealm, he will destroy them. He then proves his point by throwing the severed head of the Elder God Shinnok at their feet, and states there are fates worse than death. This would leave Liu Kang and Katana to then look at each other, as Mortal Kombat X story then comes to an end. Anyway guys, this is the Katana video. This was a lot of work and I have to admit, I actually kind of enjoyed this one. It was pretty damn good. Now I do want to cover more female characters in the future, and I have one in mind that I definitely want to do next. Anyway guys, as always, I like to throw a little teaser at the end of these videos, so here's the teaser right about now.
Where have you been, Kung Lao?
Yep, the next character I'm going to cover is actually going to be Kung Lao, because I saw so many of you guys want me to do Kung Lao because of the Liu Kang video. I also want to let you guys know I've been looking at the character pools and I've seen the most popular characters, and I'll release them each and every week to let you guys know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.